right, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vicky 3 Academy. I'm Walker, and we're discussing Dreadnoughts today in our Critical Technology series. So why are we discussing the Dreadnought technology? What does it do for you? Well, it does exactly one thing, but what it does is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen. So Dreadnoughts, they unlock the Dreadnought production method for your naval base, and let's just contextualize that for you, right? So let's pop over to our development. So, for those of you who are unaware, the end game conscription center techs are just like a lot better than everybody else. So, like mechanized infantry is plus 80/80 versus plus 75/75 for the professionals. Same with like aerial reconnaissance is 25/10 versus 1510. You do lose some provinces captured, so a giant conscription army is going to be better typically at defending than attacking. But you still see here the same thing that I'm seeing here, right? This is a plus 80/80. This is 60/50. So this is 110, and this is 160. So that's a total of plus 50 stats in one upgrade. And so post down below if you know that there's in fact one upgrade in the game that's even bigger than that. It's this one. It's the one we're talking about right now. Dreadnoughts are 80/80s. And monitors are 50/50s. So that's a plus 60 difference that you get right there. Not to mention the fact that if you manage to get all the way up to Dreadnoughts before your opponents get out of Ironclads, you are double the size of their stats, just with Dreadnoughts alone. There is a really important asterisk on the Dreadnoughts, though, which is their immense consumption of resources. And so if you're going to use Dreadnoughts, you need to be aware that A, you're going to use a colossal number of ironclads, ammunition, and radios, and so you need to budget accordingly. If you're switching into Dreadnoughts, you kind of have to be a great power simply to afford it, because it's so... This costs twice as much ammunition as monitors. It costs radios in addition, and radios, for those of you who haven't like played around with late game stuff, are kind of hard to get because electrics industries are kind of hard to support, which is why I think getting central planning is so important, because you need ways to sell telephones in order to build stuff that uses radios, and your military is going to be all over that crap in the end game. But Dreadnoughts are probably the thing that you want to be using them on first, if you can get to them, because these are just absolute master classes of destroying people on the high seas. You'll basically never lose a battle if you have Dreadnoughts and your opponents don't. There are some neat little spillover effects, right? If you're having a really big, powerful late game multiplayer battle of Victoria 3, then getting into battleships, aircraft carriers, and Battlefleet tactics might be helpful. But like most 99% of the time with the vanilla AI right now, you don't really need anything more than ironclads. But against like end builds and whatnot, I would recommend that you try to prioritize Dreadnoughts if you need control of the shipping lanes at all, because these things are going to bully people. They're just huge. And if you like giant numbers that are just huge, you want these ships, just like real empires during this time frame. All right. That's Walker, and that's a real fast little Dreadnought video on our Critical Technology series. All right, take care.